Tracks in the snow. Hunter Alexei Petrov had spent most of his life in the Siberian wilderness. He knew every animal that wandered through the forests near his remote cabin. One winter, he and his wife Elena traveled deep into the taiga to check hunting traps before a heavy storm arrived. The forest was silent. Too silent. Not a single bird sang. Not a single wolf howled. As they moved through the snow, Elena suddenly pointed toward a clearing. "Alexei, what's that?" Standing among the trees were 6 deer. At least they looked like deer. Something was wrong. Their legs seemed too long, bending at strange angles. Their necks twisted unnaturally as they stared directly at the couple. Alexei raised his binoculars. His stomach tightened. One of them had eyes facing forward like a human's. Another stood completely still except for its jaw, which moved slowly as if chewing despite having nothing in its mouth. Then all 6 turned their heads toward them at the exact same moment. "Let's go," Alexei whispered. They continued toward their snowmobile, but Elena kept glancing behind. The creatures were following, not running, walking, always keeping the same distance. Hours later, as darkness fell, they finally reached their cabin. Alexei locked every door and window. Around midnight, a sound came from outside. A knock, 3 slow taps. Then Elena heard her own voice. "Alexei, help me." She froze. The voice was coming from outside the cabin, but she was standing beside him. The imitation repeated, almost perfect but slightly wrong, as if someone had learned human speech from recordings. Then another voice came. Alexei's voice. "Open the door." The couple sat in silence until dawn. When sunlight finally filled the forest, the voices stopped. Alexei stepped outside with his rifle. Fresh snow covered the ground. There were no deer tracks, no wolf tracks, no footprints at all. Only 6 strange marks surrounding the cabin in a perfect circle. Each mark looked disturbingly similar to a human footprint, but impossibly long. They left Siberia that same day. Months later, Alexei showed photographs of the creatures to a wildlife researcher. The researcher stared at the images for several minutes before quietly asking, "Why do all 6 have human eyes?" Alexei never received an answer, and when he checked the memory card again the following week, every photograph had vanished.